This is Apocrypha from Apoc Industries, here with episode 4 of the Ashlands. Previously, we got kind of a fast forward look at setting up all of our very basics here. You notice the iron's running a bit thin. That's mostly because we went through and gathered a whole bunch of resources from here, and everything is stockpiling, so we're not too worried about that. I do have an awful lot of stuff on me that I would rather not have, so we're gonna get rid of some of that. And coal. What do I do with this coal? I know. I can just toss it in my burners. Doing okay for power? Yeah, we're doing okay for power. And there we go. Save a little bit of coal for our car. Alright, so for the plan for today, we want to start exploring. We have copper we need to tap down here, but as I was saying, I think primarily we're going to be looking to explore east to west. So what I'd like to do today is set up an east to west line, probably centered right around our bootstrap is here, centered right around here. We'll have a crossroads of some sort, although probably just a T-junction here because there is water that we don't want to have to run into. So we'll figure all that out. We also need to grab a few radars so that we can see what we're doing. We'll grab some iron as well so that we can continue building a few more radars. Right. How are we doing for ammo? We are not doing for ammo is how we're doing. That's better. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is toss a radar here, which will give us some visibility at home. Let's see. Let's take a quick gander. We got our rail book here. I've updated it with a bunch of stuff. This is not going to be super useful. This is what we're looking for, though, is our station junction, which is what we're going to be using to make a path kind of into our base. So what we'll do is have that junction up right around here, where we want to have our east-west. So let's say maybe we can put it like one radar up or something. Oh no, okay, there's no way. Right here is good. Let's put it right here. There, we made a decision. We're also gonna start getting flooded with stones as our robots pick up all these rocks, but that's okay. It'll give us something to feed our rail maker. The first thing that we're going to do is probably stick an end of line over. Oh, we also don't have any lights. I forgot to set up a production facility for those, so we'll also get to that. We'll put an end of line over on this side and start extending the train this way. But yeah, the first thing we'll do is stick an end of line. Where is the end of line? There it is. Stick this here. There we go. End of line. Perfect. And in terms of trains to that station, there are currently none, but there will be. I'm half tempted to like do something like, I don't know if we'd be able to connect it, but I don't think these are quite in line. Of course not. It'd be nice if that was one more tile over and lined up nicely, because as it is, it's gonna have to do something funky to get in there. I'll take this through. It's okay though. If we did something like this though, stick that there, we can have this come down perhaps like this, and then like that. That's not too bad. We'll do that. Plus that is too bad. Aesthetics are very, very important, as you can tell. Let's see what we can do with this. There we go. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And we'll toss our robots back on. We'll also make sure that we get our power pulled all the way down. Our rail book is actually aligned to the power poles. So where we have our power poles is where we are going to, that's what's going to kind of determine what and where our rails are, like how they're going to end up looking. And I'm just turning my extra stone into landfill at this point. Probably should save it for the rails, but the rails are far away, so we're not going to bother right now. I also have all of these blueprints hooked up with circuit wires. Don't really have a use for those at the moment, but I just figured might as well have them. Because that way you get them for free if they're part of the blueprint. Okay, so now we can find our train and add the bootstrap station, add the end of line station, and let's just have it come here to meet us. Hello. Alright, make sure we can get back. That shouldn't be a problem. Wonderful. We're also going to stick a radar right up here, and that's where we're going to be kind of aligning our radars to. Okay, so that's wonderful. I am going to grab a bit more rails. We still have lots of signals. Might as well grab some more though. And like I said, I used up all of my stone. So we'll try to make sure that we save our stone to toss into here. We are going to end up with a lot of coal, though. Usually what I do is I just toss a cargo wagon on the back of my personal train, and then just toss all my junk in there. So there we go. Junk tossed. I'm going to put this into manual mode, and there we go. Put this into manual mode and start heading out. First thing that we're going to do, however, is put a radar. There's it. Go. Alright. And now we start the process of doing what we had been doing in Tundra Terror, which is taking our straight rail, laying it down, turning on cruise control, and kind of just letting it go. Every now and then we'll slap down a radar. Oh, it says we have radars already covering this from down below here. We can put a lot more rails down in advance, which is kind of cool. We're also going to put one of these right here. There we go. The plan will be to stick a crossroads right about here. That way we will... Okay, hold on. Hold on now. Might as well pick all this up while we can. And we are getting attacked. We have a turret there, so it's okay, I suppose. We will be running into those biters theoretically pretty soon, so that should be alright. We may actually want to go back and dump most of this back at home already. There we go. How far do we make it out? Not too far. Okay. Well, let's toss down an end of line here and just head home. This is going to be end of line. We'll just call it west for now. This is going to be it's going to be called something, this east-west line. I don't know what yet, but it'll be called something. And we're going to go back to bootstrap packs. Go. We're going to grab all of our stone, and we are going to toss the stone into the rail maker. There we go. We're doing okay for medium poles. Probably could grab some bigger poles though. We're also probably doing okay for robots. So let's grab some large power poles, and should be everything that we need, I think. Yeah, alright. Maybe we can... I wonder if it would be sensible to put in something that would just pull out all of the junk that we have in here. Let's do that. So let's just make a couple of steel chests, a couple of filter inserters, and what we will do is we will pull out the coal and the wood into these boxes. Obviously that's not going to hold out very quickly. That's not going to hold out very quickly at all, is it? But it's something that, like, if we're kind of hanging around our base, we can at least let it go, I guess. I don't know. Let's go to our end of line west and figure out where we want to put our crossroads. We want to kind of leave enough room for station. Let's go until we would make another radar, and then our radar will be what determines where our next whatchamacallit is going to be. Yes, our whatchamacallit. Go. You can see we have a lot of pollution going on, which is very exciting. Okay, let's check our radar. Going to be right around here, and that'll be where we put our crossroads. Let me just double check that. This, I think, is the spot. So let's find our crossroads. Here it is. And there we go. So this looks a little complicated, but It's basically set up so that hopefully signaling all works okay. That's the hope, anyway. That is the hope. And yeah, like I said, we gotta find a way to slip a... Okay, well, we have some company. That's okay, we can easily deal with that. Lord knows where they came from. Somewhere nearby. Once we get this, once we get the radar set up, it'll help us figure out where they came from. So our radar, we need it to be over on this side, so we will do that. Put a medium power pole there. And the way that this is set up, this intersection, hopefully it should allow us to have trains passing both ways without running into each other, like without deadlocking. Alright, so we need to go this way so that we can go this way and finish it off. Perfect. That gives us a clear run down to this copper ore, and also lets us continue along the path to the west, where we are going to be dealing with biters. Oh, hold on now. I guess the question is, how do we most easily turn around? The answer to that probably is that we don't easily turn around, we just do our best. Okay, that is our last inserter capacity bonus, so our inserters are now, our regular inserters can now pick up 2 items at once, which is fantastic. We're going to grab stone walls, which we'll finish very quickly. Surprised we don't have that already, but I guess we weren't too worried about biters. And we will grab gates. No? Okay, we'll get military 2 first then. And we will continue our path. This is going to lead directly into some biters very soon, so we will deal with those biters very shortly. Let's grab gates now. Hello, biters. I am here for a friendly visit. How are you? Probably not as friendly, I would suspect. There's lots of rocks around here, which is going to make a lot of biter fightering kind of, I don't know. We'll have to be careful in the Ashlands because of all the rocks, is essentially what I'm getting at. Because the Ashlands are not made for driving. That much is for sure. There we go. Those biters are easy to take out. They will not always be so easy to take out, but those ones are, which is fine. Hey, we're gonna hope that we start seeing some iron somewhere, because that'll be our first major priority, is getting iron set up. So for the time being, we'll slap on an end of line here as well. And we'll call this end of line west. We're going to have to come up with a name for this line. But we'll see. Might call it the Cinder Line or something like that. And we'll try to navigate this. Hey, that's not so bad. We'll go to packs. There we go. We do have some biters down here, which are also hitting our pollution. We probably have biters all over the place hitting our pollution, quite frankly. but we'll make do. Our coal is getting pulled out, which is awesome. We might make this into a steel chest because, you know, there's lots of stone that would bring it home. Grab some more fire magazines, sorry. Maybe we can grab a couple more turrets. Wouldn't hurt. There. Okay. And we should be restocked and ready to roll for next time. We'll grab some more of these. Perfect. So really what we're going to be doing for the next little while is foraging for... Oh, we have even more stone. Is foraging for resources, namely coal and iron are the important ones that we want to get set up first and foremost. So that's what we're going to be doing. And gates have finished, so we'll probably just start grabbing some more damage. So thank you for joining me for episode 4 of the Ashlands. This time we set up a line here. We'll continue that line in the next episode in the search for iron. Thanks so much for watching.